Yes, let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready up.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Crunch. 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 25.
Ready?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Able to power through, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get in the right room. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Hard. Leo.
He's crashing. He's crashing.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. 49. Check 49. Check.
Look at me. Go.
He's coming.
Get it.
Check back.
Saquon Barkley running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I got you, son. I got you.
2nd and 4. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hatch it. Big air. Check 26. Switch. He's got 5.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Shit, shit.
Rock it. Score.
Check, check. Left.
On second down, here's Barkley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, exit. Roll out. Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
From the gun, Patterson. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Watch Mike. Check the outs. Check the out. Check 4. Slam. Kill. Flare. Show it up.
You go, hey, lock it. Hit it.
On second down, Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Smooth.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
No. Hey, wahoo.
Mike 8. I'm coming. Mike 8.
Hey, seam 6. Hey, Sam off.
Hey, turn it out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let go.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
To throw again, Patterson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
Get it.
From the gun, Patterson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
Packers 6, Giants nothing.
On the set. Mike 57. Danny. SOS. Any weapon. SOS. Check 31.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Payne on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Check nickel.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And an alley to run. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Look at me.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down carry for Barkley. Still up. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go, let's go. Slam.
6-6. Pull it high.
Wall. Get wall. Quick damage. Go.
Squeeze.
Shift.
Go. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, Barkley powering his way forward. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bravo.
My game. You must be dreaming.
Back to throw. Patterson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check.
Hey. High 7.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps, and the pressure gets to him again. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Hey, Haywood, go.
55.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Under 10. Under 10.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Hey, ready?
Now it's Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Leo!
He's checking. Crash. Switch. Check 24.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's checking crash.
Hey, box truck. Yep. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to
These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, got.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards. Now the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Rock it. Score. Goodbye.
Again, it's Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Third down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, check. Hatchet. Big ass.
Hey, rock it.
Switch.
Squeeze.
He's coming.
This is Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
We want it. Come to my work. Watch twist.
There. You're out. On the ball. On to go.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Shit. Watch the safety.
Hey, Sam on. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno. Shoot.
Hard.
Check 6 guys.
Leo. Hit it.
Watch the twist.
Now a give right side. Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Kill. Alert flare. Showing it. You got tape.
Now.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey. Check 37. Check 31.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Touchdown, Packers! David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the ship. Check.
Rock. Ready.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
Check 31.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you. Check.
Go on. Hey, Zoo.
Second and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Giants.
Down. 70, Indy.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Packers 27, Giants 3.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go.
Hey, alert 3. My game. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
5.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
5. Hey!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike,
Back to the air on second down. Patterson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on third and long. Patterson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Protein spill. Yeah. Let's go.
From the gun, Patterson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Patterson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal.
Mike 55. All day, baby, all day. Mike 55. Check, 55.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Patterson looking for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, Mike 53. Bound to lose one. Check for it.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Go.
Throwing again. Patterson. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
My game. Oh, you got deep?
Hey, lock it.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, orbit. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
Looking to throw. Patterson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Patterson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Hey. 5.
From the gun, Patterson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
55, my God, 55. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check, 55.
On 4th down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Not a good. Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Check, 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 check.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Giants' 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, 53 is the mic. Blue Dan.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, 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 check. Hey, switch gears.
Look at me. Go.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's been a long day for you.
Again, it's Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.